Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live podcast episode of the E-Rocks Entertainment Rant podcast, as brought to you by the King Frick Fresh Entertainment Group. Me and Matt, I decided that it's time to talk about Survivor 47. Joining me today is a man who put Survivor Expert under his tag, even though I already have Survivor Rain Man under my tag. Who's correct, we don't know. But I think, actually, no, I do think I'm the Survivor Rain Man and you're the Survivor Expert.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You remember all the stuff. I could barely remember the names of the people from last season. So,
And
makes
yet you
sense.
still won the draft. You heard him here. It's Matt. Matt, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I am fantastic. I am ready to go this season. I am so fired up. And not only that, we have some big announcements in terms of the King Frick Fresh Entertainment Group for this season of Survivor. I'm going to be live on Twitch watching the season with people.
That's
so you can
neat.
watch me watch the season.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Maybe I'll try and join you for an episode or two if I can.
Yeah, I mean, you said you're pretty busy and don't get to it right on time, so.
Survivor is the one show though that I will make sure to watch at least that day. Or else you just can't go on Twitter.
No.
So, but yeah, it's hard to watch live, just too much going on. But,
Yeah.
I can make a special exception here and there.
And then following the show, I will be live on YouTube for a 30-minute after show where me and my guests or co-hosts, whatever I end up getting, will be talking about the episode briefly for about 30 minutes. And we will also be doing something to help you and me out, Matt, when you and me talk about our show, is we're going to nominate people for the Fricka Fresh Award.
Okay.
And then we will pick who we want to be the Fricka Fresh Award winner out of those nominees on our official show.
That's good, because we started with the Fricka Fresh Award, then we forget about it for a couple weeks, then we'd come back to it. So this will keep us.
I mean, it's hard for us to keep full on track of it, being completely honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's time to talk about Survivor season 40 several.
There you go.
I told you I was going to do it at least once.
You just can't get rid of your guy.
You keep calling him my guy, and
well, you keep doing the thing.
I wonder who this season might be my guy.
By the end of this draft, I will let you know who I think
is going to be my guy.
Yeah.
Well, whoever it is, it's not going to be some random. So I am going to. So first of all, are you excited? Like, this is legit. We're here.
Yes, I am. And to be honest with you, I knew we were doing the show tonight. So I honestly thought that the season starts a week, like 9 days from now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 9 days.
I thought we had like a whole nother week. Like, I thought it started the 25th. So when I saw this morning that it started next week, I was like, holy crap. I need to get this in gear here now.
Yeah.
Time
to dust off that forced vacation brain.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for the show. Big Survivor fan. Yeah, I mean, I think we've had some good, not great, but good seasons. And I think now they're kind of understanding what the people want, and they've gotten there. So, yeah, no, I'm super excited for a new season, to dig in, and, I can't wait for 6, 7, 8 weeks from now when it really gets good.
Yeah. And I'm just hoping we don't get another 46 where it's just a slog for like 5 episodes.
Yeah. But it might be. I don't know if they do it purposely now, but to really try and develop personalities, develop characters, that type of stuff where it just they spend so much time on that character development that there's really no with there being so many people and they try and at least showcase some of the people a lot. I just don't think there's another way around it.
Yeah, agreed. And I mean, they're trying to these character development stuff, but like they have to remember too, they're a reality TV show. They're not a movie. They don't have to spend all this time developing these characters.
I'm with you. But we've seen over the past decade or so, maybe that I'm not saying it's gone away from being like a bare bones reality TV show to now being more
No.
of a production.
Yeah.
So I agree with what you're saying. I think that's just kind of the nature of the way that they've taken the show to be more like it's obviously still a reality show, but to follow the footsteps more of a and I don't want to say the word scripted show, but like what you'd see on a network sitcom.
Yes. And I wouldn't go so far as say scripted. Like, yeah,
No, because it's not scripted, but like
no.
that's where they're trying to make it look like what is a network sitcom.
Yeah. The big news with this season too is they said that they are getting rid of Sweat and Savvy, or Sweat versus Savvy, or Sweat and Savvy. Like that's the rumor that's been going around the Twitter sphere, and I'm here for it.
I mean, okay, fine. I'm indifferent on that. I mean, whatever.
You put us through 6 seasons of it, and then you're finally just getting rid of it. Like, okay.
Yeah, like okay, you have it, great. I guess I'm glad they're not having it. Only in a sense that it's not going to waste a whole segment of them doing it, of the show.
Agreed. There might be something even dumber that they put in its place.
I mean, if they did it, great. If they're not going to do it, also great. Don't really care.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good either way on whether they do it or they don't do it. They also said that the auction will be back this season, and I guess it's going to be every odd season or whatever. I'm assuming they'll make an exception for when 50 rolls around. They might bust it out at 50 just so they get the returnees to do it as well.
Yeah, I wish if I and we talked about a few minutes ago my memory being bad. Didn't they announce the last time they did the auction that if you had like money left, you sit out or something?
You lose your vote.
Yeah. Okay. One,
because Bruce lost his vote.
Right. One, no. But if they're going to do that, let's not tell people we're going to do that.
I don't think they told the players. I think they just announced it to the audience. But now I guess people who go on 49 are going to expect it.
Right. Or if they're going to do something, fine. But don't make it where, okay, well, we're in the middle of the auction and I'm the one with all the money left. So I'll just bid all my money and end up with like horse intestines. But who cares? Because I still got my vote.
They're going to probably do that, right?
Just don't tell people they're doing it.
I mean, agreed. But you know full well that they're going to tell people they're going to do it. They're going to do it the same way because they don't learn from their mistakes.
Right.
They don't realize that this was a dumb idea. And well, the auction was great to have it back, and the removal of an advantage was revolutionary. I'm okay with them having an advantage, actually, because it kind of would force people to hold on to their money a little bit.
Well, it's better than losing your vote if you have money.
Agreed.
I just wish there was a way that they could make it, I don't know if different is the right word, like more fun, and just everyone saying, yeah, I have money left. I'm just going to bid $400 for, 7 cashews.
Or $900 on a milkshake.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? $900 for one chocolate shake?
Maybe they should only give them $100.
Yeah. But then
And
what
say like
happens?
everyone's got to bid on 2 things. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I'm just thinking out loud here.
yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we're stretching the envelope a little bit in terms
Yeah.
of
Yeah, we are. We're
what they
definitely
can and
stretching.
can't do. We're kind of pushing the proverbial envelope, as you will.
We just don't want to see anybody.
I don't want to see anyone lose their vote anymore. I'm sick of people losing their votes.
Right.
I am just so like that's the thing that I'm just the most tired about is the people consistently them finding ways to get rid of people's votes because their votes. I hate the vote is power. The vote is
Yeah.
agency. The vote gives you the ability to have some sort of agency. No vote means shit could hit the fan.
Well, it's just
We saw it in the auction with Kelly.
that's not Survivor. Like everybody should have their vote
Agreed.
at every tribal council. Like, and that's where you and I have talked about before. You know, neither of us are fans of the extra vote too. That's like what made Survivor what it is everybody gets one vote every tribal council.
Yes.
It's the great
Plus,
equalizer.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, the extra vote has never made a factor in any time it ever.
No.
Like the extra vote is the one thing that just hasn't been a factor in any of these things because people don't know when to use them right. You're supposed to use them at like a split tribal, which I don't like to begin with.
Right.
Either.
It's another thing we'll address when we get there this season. The inevitable.
Yes. The
break
inevitable
into 2 teams, do this, do that. One person
the
gets
inevitable mergatory nonsense and then the split tribal immediately after. Like odds are you and me are gonna find ourselves repeating ourselves a lot.
Probably
this season. Like we found ourselves repeating ourselves a lot in 45.
Yeah.
Or when 45, when we were doing all our podcasts 45, and then we got into 46. And I've noticed I listen to our old podcasts for fun sometimes when I'm playing video games and I don't want to listen to music. I just listen to podcasts. We did talk about a lot of the same things in a lot of these episodes, but it's because they're the same problems over and over and over and over and over again.
Well,
we just can't find new problems.
The show now has a structure that they follow, and they don't deviate off of the structure.
Agreed. So we talked about our issues. I think it's time we look at this cast photo that I have. It's of all 3 tribes with their names. I also have a USA Today article pulled up with the cast list. So when we get to after we draft a player, we will go to the cast list and read a little bit about that cast person, and we'll assess the cast.
Okay.
So without further ado, let me do the first share screen with the thing. No, I don't care about your nonsense of using 2 monitors. I have 1 monitor. Okay. Where is... All right, hang on a second. Okay.
Let it be known that I have looked at the cast list for the first time 20 minutes ago. So
you madman.
That's what I did last year.
You absolute madman.
You know, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I don't like this question on entertainment. I'm looking at the Entertainment Weekly website. A lot of these questions of what player do you identify with the most? Just silly questions.
I hate that question. Like, that is a ridiculous question. Like, they're going to say, and they're going to say something insanely stupid.
Well, so here okay. Now I'm just thumbing down, reading these, who they said. Okay. One person says Gabler. Where'd this one go? I just saw it. Steph LaGrossa. Cirie.
Who's saying their name? Who's saying Cirie?
I don't want to tell you because I don't want to influence your picks. This one says Tori from season 42 and Emily from 45. I remember Emily. Tori, no idea. Tony. This person says Tony. I feel like I will be a combo of Tony and Suri. Oh, okay. Sue. Yule. Got a Yule.
I feel like that.
Michelle Fitzgerald. Got a Michelle Fitzgerald here. Oh, and you left. Well, since Eric is gone here, it's just me. Just looking over the cast. I think it's a very diverse group of folks. I think it has potential to be a very interesting cast of characters this year. Just by looking at them, I like the way. I feel like there's some entertaining people. I really do. Oh, we have a Canadian, which I'm sure Eric will pick first for his team. He always seems to do it as well. Genevieve. We got John Lovett, famous person. I can't hear you. But don't worry, I got this train going down the tracks. No, definitely very interesting cast. Oh, someone from Hawaii. I don't recall there ever being someone from Hawaii before. I'm sure there has been. A flight attendant.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, there was some technical difficulties with the technology. We'll call it a technology blame.
Okay.
Blame it on technology. Technology is stupid. Okay.
All right. So what do we want to do? We want to start picking?
Yes. Give me 1 sec to get the cast list back up. Okay, because that was just insane. Like, why has technology got to suck?
That's a great question, my friend. If you figure out the answer to that, let me know.
I will absolutely let you know when I figure out the answer to the question, why does technology suck? Okay, so I have the cast list, and I'm trying to get the cast other thing to share. So just give me 1 sec. As I said, technology is very difficult to maneuver. Eric does not like technology. No, he does not. Okay, so that is the first share screen that we have. As you can see, we have all, I'll zoom in a little bit. As you can see, we have all 3 tribes set up here. And then when we go to talk about the cast, I'll go to the other thing.
Do you think, just because this picture reminds me of it right now, do you think when they do the montage to start of every episode, Jeff will be in it again?
Odds are yes.
Okay. I mean, I agree.
So this cast looks very interesting, to say the least. We got some weird looking people here.
I was said as you were gone that I thought it was it looks like it's going to be a very fun cast. Looks like there's a lot of fun people.
I mean, didn't we say that about the other season?
Probably, since we repeat ourselves all the time. Yeah. Sounds like something we would say. Why?
Yeah. So I mean, based on this cast, like we got our usual 3 tribes, 3 women, 3 men. I don't like the 3 tribe format.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't for years. It's never going to change.
No, agreed.
Same.
Same old with this. So, Matt, seeing as you were the winner of last season's draft, why don't you take the first pick?
All right.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, well, okay. So my first pick is going to be, where is this guy? Hang on, let me find him. My first pick is going to be Sam Phelan.
Sam Phelan. So Sam is right over here, as you can see, based on my
Reason
screen.
being, his hometown is Schaumburg, Illinois, which is about 12 minutes from where I live right now. So he's kind of a hometown kid. I know nothing about him aside for he's 24 in his hometown. So figured, it's like you picking Canadians. I'm going to pick Illinoisans.
Fair enough. So yeah, he's 24 from
I don't know what
Schaumburg,
you're sharing
Illinois
right now, but it just looks like a big blob barcode.
Oh yeah, because I put it to the side so I could pull up the cast thing, and then getting out of this. So he's from Schaumburg, Illinois. He's current residence is Nashville, Tennessee, and he's a sports reporter.
Okay.
And we can tell based trivia on here,
he likes movies.
Cool.
He's big into drama, musical theater. He loves the
Who
art.
Isn't?
His biggest inspiration is fiance. Okay. She's his best friend. Makes me regret picking him. So we'll see. But yeah, Sam is my guy. Do well for the northwest suburbs of Chicago, Sam.
Sam is your guy. I feel like he is going to be your guy, and he's giving me Jelinski vibes, though.
You're going to try and pawn everybody I pick. You're going to try and make him into a Jelinski. But so let's not forget that I think the last time we did this, we knew Jelinski was a bro. And it was down to him and Tiffany, and you said you were not picking him.
And then I picked him. Yeah, I remember.
So it's a totally apples to oranges comparison.
That podcast, I remember. That podcast is available on the Spotify for anyone who wants to take a listen to it and hear my insanity. So let's not take what and I forgot to add the disclaimer of these are just first impressions. This is not.
We know nothing
we don't know how well they're going to be or how bad they're going to be at the game. I mean, with Jelinski, we all kind of saw what happened coming.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, and I don't know how much you've looked at the cast, but like I said before, I've literally know nothing about any of these people aside from their picture.
I glanced.
And what's on the Entertainment Weekly bio of them, which I've read minimally of all these people. So
I glanced.
That's how we're picking, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. That's how some of us are picking. I glanced briefly.
Yes. All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay. This pick, I think this pick is going to come as no shock to anyone because this girl is a fellow podcaster of the RHAP podcasting community. I feel like it's my duty to pick her first. So I'm going to pick Miss Asia Welch.
Okay.
And I'll pull up some interesting facts.
What's her name? Asia?
Asia. Yeah, her name's Asia.
Oh, AYS.
I've been listening to her on the podcast for years. So
So
she's from
that's
Houston, Texas,
interesting.
IT consultant. She's been trained under Rob Cesternino, so we got to assume she might be good at the game. No pressure, right?
Right. She identifies the most with Suri. She has a social game like Suri with the physicality of a Natalie Anderson. Got it. Okay. So you're saying she podcasts
Yes,
Survivor?
she podcasts with them on their Big Brother stuff.
Got it.
But she has been watching. I think she was on some of the Survivor podcasts as well.
Okay.
And honestly, I think she's gonna do great because, like I said, years and years of podcasting about like Big Brother and stuff does train you, or should train you for this sort of thing. You would think, but again,
Yeah, you never. It could.
we're all just speculating at this point.
Yeah, it definitely could. Okay. Good pick. Good pick.
I feel like I picked both times we've done this draft. I picked a female first.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I feel like more strongly about this group of females than I do about the group of men.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with my second pick. He shares a name with so football season. I'm a Bears fan. This year, the Bears drafted Rome Odunze with the 9th pick, and there just happens to be someone named Rome Cooney on the Cats this year. So I'm gonna go with Rome. I think I just I like the cut of his jib from the picture I could see here. He's tank top, sun's out, guns out.
I like that pick for you.
It's something I like here. So plays esports. I like video games, not as much as you like video games, but yeah. So I'm gonna go with Rome.
Okay, I'm just pulling up some
He
bio
says he has not
information.
eaten a vegetable other than corn in 2 decades. He also wants to be the next host of Survivor when Jeff retires.
Okay, no.
So this guy's like a Survivor geek. Cool.
You should be immediately regretting this decision.
I am. Yeah. Yeah.
He's from some place called Corvallis, Oregon.
Corvallis, Oregon. That's where Oregon State University is.
Sure.
Lives in Phoenix.
He lives in Phoenix. He's an esports commentator.
Torn his Achilles in his life. He claims that tearing your Achilles is the greatest pain you could feel aside from childbirth.
How would he know?
I was going to say, I'm not sure how he knows that, but that's what he's going with. So he might be a character. But yeah, that's selection number 2 is Rome.
Okay. As I said, I like this pick for you. I think you're the one who ended up picking. Wait, was it you who picked Q or did I pick Q?
I thought I had Q, but I really don't remember.
I don't know. What we got? Oh no, that's just random. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I'll have to find it. I'll have to go find our old draft book and find it. That's going to take hours, so we're not going to.
All right, my friend, it's your pick.
Okay, so I have a few people I'm looking at. I'm not going to say who they are, so you don't snipe them. But again, I feel also contractually obligated to pick this person, mainly because they are Canadian. They come from the town where my cousins are. My dad's brother lives in Winnipeg,
Okay.
and it is Genevieve.
Okay. How do you feel about do the Winnipeg Jets still exist in the National
They
Hockey
do.
League? How do you
They
feel about
do.
that? Are they a big rival to the Oilers?
They are, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind the Jets. Fun fact, I had to wear a Jets hat for a week after the Oilers lost a playoff series to the Jets during the bubble year, the COVID bubble year.
Got it.
So I don't really think that counts.
Okay.
But
no, I mean, we knew this was your person.
yeah.
I like her.
Venus last year, Genevieve this year. She's a corporate lawyer.
Okay. So she's very
33.
smart. She's energetic. She's friendly. She's organized.
She's been in Winnipeg her whole life because her hometown's Winnipeg and current residence is Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So first Manitoban.
She's a combination of Eliza, Chrissy, and Lindsay. Not sure which Lindsay. There are, Lindsay.
There's a few Lindsays. Did she say Chrissy is in 35, Chrissy?
It just says Eliza, Chrissy, and Lindsay. Very little specifics here.
Okay.
Looks like she's a video gamer too.
Yeah. So who was it that said they were like the entire cast of 42?
Oh God, I can't even remember that, but that just drove me crazy.
Oh, I think that was Soda.
Could have been. Oh God, Soda. Just when I had forgotten her, you bring her back.
That's what I do. Just when I forgot about Jelinski, you brought him back.
No. You started it by saying 40 several. So
I feel like we have to at least once say 47.
That's on you. That is on you.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. I like this pick. Yeah. You like this pick?
Yeah, I do.
We'll see how we like this pick after episode 1.
She'll be fine. Where's my guy? I'm trying to find my guy that I want to pick. There we go.
Ooh. Who we got?
Okay, I'm going to go with this is a gentleman. I'm kind of staying around the sports theme here a little bit as he works as an athlete marketing manager. He said he's been building his entire life for this moment. I'm going to go with Taryn TK Foster.
TK, okay. Not going to lie, I was not expecting that.
I like his story. His dad went to prison when he was a very young age. He was diagnosed with kidney disease that almost killed him in high school. He's beaten the odds. He's going to play with a lot of grit, a lot of heart. So, he doesn't want to be aligned with someone who is just being a character for TV. He likes football. It seems like everybody here, and I guess that's the younger group, likes playing video games. Yeah.
He's from Maryland. He's 33.
Yeah. I'm on board with good old TK.
I don't hate this pick for you. I would never personally pick him.
Oh, then I'm glad I did.
Like it would have been or it could have been another Jelinski situation. But we're never going to get another Jelinski situation this time because you have first pick, so you're going to give me whoever neither of us want.
Right.
Anyways.
So that's my third team member.
Yes, and so far to recap, you have Sam, Rome, and TK. You've picked only guys so far. I've picked only girls so far. Will I continue that trend? Yes, because there's somebody I'm going to snake from you because she lives in Chicago currently.
This is unacceptable.
I am going to be taking Caroline.
Well, I hope you feel bad about yourself.
I will never feel bad about myself.
Yeah, okay. We don't even need to talk about her. Let's move on.
No. We have to briefly discuss her a little bit. I mean, obviously, I have this feeling like you were going to pick her at some point. She's
She was going
27.
to be my next pick. Yes.
Okay. Go Eric. She's 27. She's hometown is Palos Verdes, California, but she currently lives in Chicago. She's a strategy consultant. What that
Yes.
means, I have no idea.
Way over my head.
But and to be honest with you, Matt, before I even knew she was from Chicago, I was like leaning towards picking her early. Like I was gonna pick her second or third. Anyways. So don't feel too bad about
That's fine.
about that
Next
decision.
time there's a Canadian, I'm picking them first.
You know what? You go right ahead. Okay.
I'm picking the
'Cause-
Canadians first.
Last time there was a Canadian, it ended up being Venus, although Venus is great.
Venus is great. So
We love Venus on this podcast,
Yeah.
so can't really complain too much. But there's no way I'm not going to let it pick a Canadian first. And if I win the draft, I get first pick, so I'll pick them first.
oh, you didn't pick a Canadian first today.
True, I didn't. I picked a fellow podcaster first. But I don't know. I got a good vibe about her. I think she's going to do great things.
I hope so. Actually, no, I don't.
Why? What happened?
No, I mean it's Chicago,
No,
and you picked her. I hope she goes out first.
Oh, I thought there was something you noticed something in her who she.
No, I've
relates
already moved
to.
on from her bio.
Okay.
Once you pick them, they're dead to me.
Gee, thanks. Okay, so Matt, if you are no longer angry with me,
Yeah,
got
so I
next
have my
pick.
next pick ready. I mean, since you snaked the Chicagoan from me, this is someone who I had on my list to be on my team later in the draft, but I'm going to move her up now since there's no choice. I'm going to pick a 27-year-old who was born in Wilmington, Delaware, now resides in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. She works as a nurse, Sierra Wright.
Sierra Wright. Hey, just so you know, you did snag one of my picks. I was going to pick her in the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's what happens. It's what happens. One of her favorite hobbies is pickleball, so that's kind of, yay, yippee. Yeah. So I just kind of
Pickleball. Okay,
I could say the alphabet backwards in 5 seconds. I'd like to see that.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get her on the show and have her do that. But yeah, I just
yeah, I like this pick. I think
good.
again, this is first impressions. Like what do we really know about these people?
Nothing. We know nothing.
We know literally nothing about these people other than the fact that they all are smiling.
Exactly.
I mean,
all right.
You're also okay. Now this is hard. I am going to be picking a guy because I feel like at this point I kind of have to, because otherwise I might end up with a team full of women. Actually, no, that's not possible because you just picked a woman.
Correct. So you'll have at least one male on your team.
I'll have at least one male, but I want to kind of round out my team. So I'm going to select give me John.
Okay.
I'm liking the kind of dorky vibe he's got going on.
Well, he is famous.
Is he famous?
Well, I don't know. Okay, so let me take that back. I don't know. I don't know if he's famous, but he is a podcast host as his occupation.
Okay.
He's
42 from Long Island and lives in Los Angeles, and is podcast host.
Hang on. He is. I gotta look him up.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. Yeah, so he's a podcaster, comedian, and former speechwriter.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. He's a co-founder of something called Crooked Media. I did not know him, but I just see these articles of Jeff Probst reveals why they cast famous face John Lovett. So he's obviously well known to some. I don't know if people are going to know him.
They might not. You never know. It's the same thing with like whenever there's like a football player on. Like
Yeah,
some people
he
know,
worked for
some don't.
President Barack Obama as well as Hillary Clinton when she was a senator. He also co-created the NBC sitcom 1600 Penn and was a writer and producer on the third season of HBO's The Newsroom. So
Okay.
he's in the Mike White vein famous, though I
Yes.
think Mike was a little bit more of an actor.
Yeah.
But he's kind of in that
Yeah.
vein.
Few people didn't really know Mike White, who like Mike White was, like
Right.
other than unless you've watched like School of Rock or
Which I had seen several times, so I knew exactly who he was.
yeah, me too. That's literally a great movie, and he even directed that movie, which is awesome.
Agreed.
And yeah, so if this guy is like Mike White, and Mike White did amazingly well in his season.
Yeah, he did. He had a great year. You know, I never thought he was a threat to win the game, but
No,
yeah, no, I very much liked Mike.
but he could have won.
Um,
So yeah, I'm now loving this pick. Thinking this could be a good pick, could be a bad pick. Who knows?
well, yeah, I mean, it's one or the other. It's either good or bad.
Wait, wasn't this the guy in the preview who
Yes.
went off and said the stuff about the camping thing, and I said was like that was dumb thing to say?
Yeah, they featured him in the preview, so people
Yeah, they
knew
featured
right
him
away who he was
and
that he was on
Asia.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. You
Okay.
know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So Matt, you're on the clock.
Yes, I am going to be selecting. I'm going to be selecting Gabe Ortiz.
Gabe Ortiz. Okay.
Yeah, no idea why.
No, don't have to have a reason at this point in the draft.
Rolling through the pictures, liked him, liked the flowing hair. Looks like he's a happy person. Looks like he's maybe a little athletic, strong. So, you know, that's where I'm going with.
Okay.
Really
I'm trying to find some more information.
He's a radio host, born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, still lives there.
Yeah. 26.
Yeah. You know,
his hair that reminds me. His hair that reminds me of that guy from Pittsburgh. You know, the one that always does
Palomalu? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that always does the Head and Shoulders commercials.
Yep. Yeah.
Not Pat Mahomes, the other guy.
Right. No, makes sense. You know, I like what I see from him.
Yeah, I think that's
all I got.
Yeah, he could be good, could be bad. We don't know.
Yeah.
We won't know until September 18th.
That's right.
Okay. Picks are slimming.
How many do we each have?
Numbers are dwindling.
Was that my fifth?
That's your fifth pick, yeah.
Okay, so we're
halfway through the cast.
Past halfway right now.
Yeah, we are officially at the halfway point on the cast.
Yep.
Okay. So with my pick, I'm looking at the board. I am making the decision. that I'm going to be selecting Kyle
Okay,
for
great.
no particular reason.
He kind of looks like that guy's name Ian, who was with Tom Westman.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of who he reminded me of right away. You know, looks young, looks fun.
He's from Sheboygan, Michigan.
Okay.
He's a construction worker, and he's 31.
Okay.
And he looks like a construction worker, actually.
Not that I don't agree, but sure.
Okay, he looks like what I imagine a construction worker would look like if I knew any construction workers in my life.
Okay, yeah. He still lives where he was born.
So hometown, loyalty.
Yeah. No, he seems great. He
Yeah,
relates with Jesse from season 43. His main
that can
goal is to
be.
win. His main goal is to win $1 million for his family. He loves to travel. He loves being a dad. It's his absolute favorite. And given the opportunity, he enjoys a good surf. He really hates people sneezing around him or hearing people chew food. So he's going to just be great with these people out there.
Oh, totally. Yeah, he sounds like he's going to be great. I am now immediately regretting this decision.
Yeah, I mean.
But I mean, I say that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So the men of the Blue Tribe are now gone.
Okay. We found something we liked, I guess.
I just wanted to make sure I have at least 1 or 2 people from each tribe.
Yeah, I haven't even really been looking, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Well, I guess. Well, when I pick this person, it's going to give me 3 people on the yellow tribe, but I really don't care. So I'm picking this person because when I was scrolling through the cast, I saw her and she immediately reminded me of Venus.
Okay.
It's probably just the
Think I know who you're picking.
dark skin, dark hair. And I don't know if her name is Anika.
We'll find out.
We'll call her Anika in here, or
I'll
Anika.
call her Anika. I don't care. Yeah.
All right, but that's who I'm picking. Anika Dar.
Anika. Okay.
26 from Santa Rosa, California, lives in LA. She says in her day-to-day life, she has a tendency to be blunt and straightforward like Queen Sandra, but she can also persuade people like Queen Parvati. But I think I will play most like Queen Sarah in Game Changers. Very confident young lady.
Clearly.
Very confident young woman, which I like. Again, she reminded me of Venus when I scrolled through. 100% why I picked her.
Yeah. She's a marketing manager from LA.
Yeah.
Hometown Santa Rosa, California. Okay.
Her favorite hobbies are specifically hip hop dancing, ceramics, throwing on the wheel. Not really sure what that means. Cooking for the people that she loves. You know, hopefully, since I picked her, she will now love me and cook for me. And she also loves gardening and being a plant mom, yoga, and meditation. Great.
The wheel thing is like pottery.
So
like ceramics, like the pottery, like throwing stuff onto the wheel.
Like the movie Ghost.
I've heard of Ghosts.
Yeah, they do like pottery or
I've never seen it, but I've heard it. Yeah, I know.
You're way too young.
It's been referenced in TV shows, so I know of it.
Yeah, you're way too
Will I
young.
ever see this? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows?
No.
I probably won't, be completely honest with you.
No,
okay.
No. So that's where I went.
Oh, okay. Matt, you have the distinct honor of now you've officially snaked 2 people from me.
That's what you get.
Because Sierra and Anika were going to be one of my next picks.
Okay.
So congratulations. You're evil.
Thank you.
You're the worst. You're making up for the fact I stole a Chicago person from you.
Thank you much. Tip the cap.
Okay. Tip the cap. I like it. I like it. Okay. Eric's pick. There's a few places I can go. The problem I have is the three guys that are left in Soul, Kishan, and Andy. They're all giving me like they're gonna suck
They might.
at this game.
They
And I'm
might.
gonna go out there. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna pick one of the oldest people on this cast. I'm taking Sue.
Okay.
Because I still might end up picking one of the guys. Let's just get that out there because you're not going to be able to get all three. Knowing now that I don't like any of them. But.
Yeah, Sue. I mean, I very rudely thought she'd probably be the last pick, just given her age.
Agreed. She's a flight school owner.
Love it.
59 from Kirkwood, New York. Currently lives in Putnam Valley, New York.
3 words to describe herself as badass, fearless, and an adrenaline junkie.
Okay.
You know, what's really interesting is I'm scrolling through this on Entertainment Weekly. It's one of the questions is, why do you want to be a part of Survivor? And it seems like everybody is like, oh, this is a lifelong dream. So everybody's been working, you know, thinking long and hard about wanting to do this, which is interesting. I guess when you're 47 seasons and starting your 24th year, it's kind of that way.
Agreed. I mean, I think they should get a little bit more original with the answers.
Yeah. She says that she's a Sigma female, which I don't know what that means.
I think that's a fraternity.
No, then she follows up that she's an introvert.
Okay. Or isn't that like a sorority?
I don't think so. But yeah, great.
Great, wonderful, fantastic. Okay. I picked her because I never usually pick the older players because I feel like they're usually the first boots.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm gonna win this season, I have to break the mold and break the cycle a little bit. In terms of picking, like, older people are gonna be good at the game. Or can be seen as good at the game. I don't know if they are. We don't know. She could be the first boot. But I'll take the chance that she's not, and I'll pick her.
Okay. Good pick.
So, Matt, you now have the floor.
Yeah, so
you're 7th overall.
I'm going to hate this pick.
I feel like that's how we are when we get
this guy is so cheesy and so kind of out there that I'm going to pick.
I think I know who you're going with.
I'm picking Solomon Sal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Reason being is the most absurd line I've ever seen. Why will you be the sole survivor? His answer: I have more than willpower. I have Sal power. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That sounds like the dumbest thing ever.
Dumbest thing ever. He also used to live with international pop sensation Ryan Cabrera. You probably don't know who Ryan Cabrera is.
Hence my who?
He used to date Ashley Simpson, younger sister of Jessica Simpson. I'll try and find one of his. He had one song that was really popular. Again, you're way too young for it. It's called On the Way Down. Ashley Simpson was in the video. I'm not sure if you could hear this if I play it.
Might have issues with copyright anyways, so.
Whatever.
Yeah. Agreed.
Not sure you can hear this or not. But this was back in the day when, again, you're way too young for this stuff. You hear it?
No.
Okay. Well, this is probably 2003, 2004, when you were probably what, like 6?
Then 2003, 2004, 2003, 2004. You say?
Yeah.
I was 10.
Okay. Well, people used
10,
to have
11.
frosted tips of their hair.
Yes, I remember.
On the bleach blonde.
I did it.
Yeah, Ryan Cabrera, very big onto that. This guy likes poker. He identifies the most with Gabler.
Ugh. That's
You
the
know,
Gabler. I thought that guy would relate to Yule.
no,
And that's
he
not a
loves
race thing. That's just
he loves Oklahoma football.
Who doesn't?
I don't like Oklahoma football.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, this guy's just so cheesy. I guarantee this could be the Jelinski. I think we're gonna get some absurd lines from him. He kind of strikes me as a mix between what's our rocker friend, Ben? Was that his name?
Ben? Yeah.
I texted you that picture the other day, just absolutely still being as absurd as he can be out there. I could see this coming from that. So bring it on. Give me Salvi.
Okay. I'm glad you picked him because I was never going to pick him. And this isn't a Jelinski never. This is a never.
So that's my guy.
He gave me that vibe like immediately.
Yeah.
So I am okay with that pick for you. Okay. So there are 5 players potentially left to choose from.
Let's refresh who we have left so far. We have Teeny. We have Rachel. We have Hishan.
We have Andy.
And we have
Tiana.
Okay. So you get
that's who we have
3,
left.
I get 2, correct?
Yes. You're getting 2, and you will have the last pick, so you will be picking for both of us in the final round.
Right.
So I really only have 2 more selections left before you inevitably are forcing me with someone that I will not want.
Okay.
However, this person I kind of do want because the whole, like, the glasses situation. I feel like she'll get along well with your other 2 girls that are on your team, and I don't want you to have all 3 women from the yellow tribe. So I'm going to be selecting Rachel.
Okay. Rachel.
And I think this one's actually an underrated pick. I think we are going to find ourselves thinking we should have picked her higher. I think it's going to end up being like a Tiffany situation.
She's from Dexter, Michigan. She lives in Southfield, Michigan. She describes herself as down to earth, bubbly, and determined. She discovered Survivor randomly in 2017 when her husband Derek put it on. She was immediately captivated by the game. She loves people. She was born in Thailand and lived there till she was 7, but never spoke Thai. That's very interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't like that about her, that she only started watching it randomly. But again, with everyone here saying it's, and if she said also that this was her lifelong dream, she's clearly lying.
Let's see. I was immediately cats. I love people. Why wouldn't I be on I love games. I love money. Why wouldn't I want to be part of Survivor? I'm not so sure about her. Her pet peeves: hot oil splattering me while cooking. Seems like a very strange. I mean, yeah, I don't like that either, but I'm not sure I'd really go and call that find me someone who likes hot oil splattering on them and I'll find you a psycho. So to be a pet peeve is a little strange. She's really the accomplishment she's most proud of. She's honestly just so proud of the life her and her husband Derek have built together. So many incredible friends and family and supporting us. Good jobs, traveling adventures, a home with our dog, Eva, and cat, maybe. I just couldn't ask for more. That makes me so damn proud. what's your biggest inspiration in life? This is such a cop out, but it's genuinely true that every single person in my friends and family are incredible, and they all give me a nugget of something special that inspires me to live my life authentically and to the fullest. Good pick, Eric.
Thank you. I mean, you know what? She could surprise us. First impressions.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
her
always
and
wrong.
Sal are just, I think, are going to be like the cheese balls. I don't
And it's
dislike
funny
her,
they were
though.
both
Like,
picked 7th.
you know, I don't dislike her. She seems
Yeah.
cool. Oh gosh, what's going on? No, I mean, it's really all I got.
All right. Matt, you have your 8th pick.
Okay, so we have
Teeny, Kishin, Andy, and Tiana. No pressure.
Well, it says kind of risk reward here. I believe that I am going to pick. I'm just taking a look at the tribes real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick Tiana.
Okay. Keeping me from getting all 3 blue tribe
No, really,
women.
I didn't even pay attention to that. She's from Hawaii. I like Hawaii. Been there once.
Everyone likes Hawaii. I've never been there, but I'm sure it's nice.
I mean, what's not to
Heard
like
it's
about
nice.
a tropical island?
Right?
No, I just she's a flight attendant. She's from Hawaii, lives in Hawaii. Trying to find her so I can read more about her. Where is she? There she is, 27 years old. She's a Division I athlete. She played volleyball at Gonzaga and then sand volleyball for University of Utah. She resonates a lot with poverty. A lot of women do. Her favorite hobbies are reading, yoga, hiking, going to the beach, eating, travel, volleyball, pickleball, gross, trying new craft brew. Oh, God. Making craft cocktails, journaling, rewatching The Office, spin. Yeah, I mean, she's basic, but yeah, she's mine.
Yeah, I mean, seems basic.
Yeah. And she threw out all the basic stuff, but yeah, she's I'm digging her.
As I'm sure you should. I mean, she doesn't seem like she's that bad. And I like her, and I would have actually selected her next. Again, you're just snaking people. You've snaked 3 of my people, just FYI.
It happens.
I mean, to my snaking your Chicago win, so I guess that's
what you get.
That's worth 3. Worth 3 snags. But yeah, I think this is a solid 8th pick. I mean, we're now at the point where we are at the people we were never gonna pick anyways, like if we had a million choices.
Possibly.
So,
yeah, quite possibly.
I mean, with that said, I still have to make my 8th and my official final selection, as you will be picking for both of us in the final round of this draft. So I have a choice between Andy, Teeny, and Kishin. And I'm selecting Andy. Mainly because I like Toy Story.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like that's good enough reason.
Okay.
And I don't need any more reason. I'm trying to see if there's any. I'm getting some information. He is 31. He's hometown's from Buffalo, New York. Lives currently in Buffalo, New York. So never left his hometown. And he's an AI research assistant. whatever the hell that means. I'm assuming he relates to somebody insane.
I'm not really sure what that means either. But okay. Yeah, Andy. What else can I learn about him? Let me see. See if I'm going the right way to find him.
Is the player he relates most to will be probably
he's Yule. He's our Yule guy.
He's the Yule guy? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if you had asked me to predict who each one, like, did like a match gamed on who would be, I would have said Soul would have related to Yule, and again, not a race thing. But Andy, okay. I feel like we don't get a lot of Yules either.
No. Yeah, who knows about this guy? I mean, playing Survivor for him has been a dream and a source of motivation for the last decade of his life.
Okay.
I don't think my life makes as much sense if it didn't include ultimately playing. I'm so ready to scratch this itch and transition my role in this weird ecosystem from super fan to player.
That always goes well.
Sure. Yeah, I can't. What can happen here?
First boot, Jelinski.
A lot of Jelinski candidates on this cast.
Yeah, I feel like Rachel, Soul, and Andy are our top 3 potential Jelinski people. Yeah. Okay, let's set the stage for the people. We are at round number 9. There are 2 people left, Teeny and Kishin. They're both on the Red Tribe, so we're both going to be getting somebody from the Red Tribe either way.
So when I immediate look at Kishin, who was the crazy guy last season?
Banu?
Yeah. That's who I
got Banu vibes? There's something I noticed about him too, but I'll wait till you make the pick before I tell you.
But this guy, I mean, he's a brilliant man. He's an ER doctor, so he's probably seen some things here and there. He is a closeted gay Indian American. Fantastic.
Not anymore, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, yes.
So is that who you're picking, or?
Yeah, I'm going with Kishin.
All right. That means I get Teeny.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
He's a geeky nerd. He likes to eat all the desserts. I like dessert too. He likes to binge watch Netflix. Who doesn't? He hates slow walkers, loud chewers, and thinking salt and pepper are seasonings. Okay, little strange there, but okay.
I mean, salt and pepper is seasoning.
He doesn't believe so, and that's a pet peeve. So you don't go there.
I mean, I will go there.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say that to his face.
An ER doctor could be invaluable out there. He's going to be quick on his feet. You got to think, make decisions quickly. I think it's something he could excel at. I think what could present him trouble is, when you are an ER doctor, you need to take charge and really command the emergency room. I could see him trying to command the tribe, becoming a little bit bossy that people just don't like. Hey, this guy's telling me what to do. So maybe that could get him in trouble. But Kishin, welcome to the family.
Now, something interesting about him is his last name is Patel, and didn't that random person from 39, Karishma, isn't that her last name?
Let's check.
I don't know, maybe.
Is that 39?
Yeah, 39. I could be wrong.
You are factually correct.
Okay, but I mean, that doesn't mean they're related or anything.
No, I mean, that's a very common Indian last name.
Agreed.
It'd be like.
So I'm not saying I'm just.
Yeah, it'd be like looking at a Smith or something like here in America. I don't know what the popular last names there up are north of the border. But yeah, I mean, that's a good catch. It's a good memory.
That's why I was avoiding picking him, to be honest.
Got it. Okay, fair enough.
Like that was my main reasoning for avoiding him at all costs. I just didn't want to give that away because I didn't want you to end up like being like, you don't want him, so I'm going to stick you with him.
No
situation,
no.
Which means that this season's last pick ever is Teeny.
Yes.
So Teeny is 24 from
was strictly because of her bio here of why did she want to play Survivor. Since I first saw the show in 5th grade, I felt it was simply a calling. Throughout my life, I found ways to play the game, be it wearing a buff each day to high school, forcing my restaurant coworkers to vote each other out, balancing the large personalities of my friends. I've spent so many years frantically entrenched and confident I'll perform well. I've also overstayed my welcome as the pesky fan asking the players for photos.
You can just read it on my face. You can just read this on my face. I am beyond just...
Her favorite hobbies are writing, thrifting. I like thrifting. Reading nonfiction. One of her hobbies is the internet. Another of her hobbies is Planet Fitness. And her last hobby is legit Survivor. Read, write about it, have played mock Survivor. So you got the 2 super fans who are going to potentially... I don't know what they're going to do.
Hard to say, really. I mean, super fans are hit and miss. I've never once in my life can honestly tell you I've never once seen a super fan do really good. Other than Cochrane, but Cochrane's...
But again, yes, he was. But his they brought him back and essentially catered the game for him to win.
I feel like that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, we can have that conversation.
Yeah, we can have that debate another day.
But yeah, so you got a couple super fans.
I got a couple super fans. You have a couple potential duds. So to recap the teams, Team Matt is Sam, Rome, TK, Sierra, Gabe, Anika, Soul, Tiana, and Kishin. And Team E-Rock is Asia, Genevieve, Carolyn, John, Kyle, Sue, Rachel, Andy, and Teeny. And I just have to look at one thing really quick, because I think, and this is an insane phenomenon, but I believe we each have 3 players from each tribe.
Well, the red tribe, I have 3. From
Blue
the
tribe, you have
tribe,
3.
You have 3.
And you also have 3. And from the blue tribe, we both have 3.
Yeah. Wow.
Like that is an insanely, and like completely like by accident.
Correct.
Let's be very clear to people. This was you guys saw this draft. This was completely by accident that this was.
I maybe looked twice at what tribes people were on. And said, I shouldn't pick another person from this tribe. I should go to the other tribe. But it was not.
Yes.
It was not strategy. We didn't do it on purpose.
No. Well, I mean, I kind of was picking from trying to make sure you didn't get all the same people from each tribe, but like you didn't get all 3 women from one tribe and I get all 3 men from one tribe.
Right.
Like we all each have at least 1 man and 1 woman from each tribe.
Correct.
But this is an uncanny phenomenon. So, Matt, that was our draft, our cast assessment. And as like I said, Our first impressions are always wrong. We don't know how well these people are going to do based
we
on
know
their
nothing about
photos.
these people. We know nothing about them.
We know nothing.
It was essentially just taking a quick peek at them, and that was that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our draft. Matt, any final thoughts on the draft?
No, I mean, like you said, we have no idea. You know,
We don't.
I feel very confident that I am going to repeat as champion. But I probably won't. So who knows?
I mean, last time we had I think we had 5 people, both each had 5 people go, or no, you had 4, I had 1. But I had the one that was a lock for final 3 in Charlie.
Right.
Because you had Ben, Liz, Kenzie, and the other one.
Correct.
What was the other one's name? Maria.
I
Yeah, it was Maria.
don't remember at all.
I know. I do. That's why I'm Survivor Rain Man, because I remember this stuff.
Correct. I don't remember at all. I just know I had Kenzie. I believe
And that's how
her. I believe I selected her pretty early last year.
it was second.
Yep.
It was one of the first. She went in one of the first 4 slots.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. And poor Randon had his issue, which is why he never came to fruition as one of the best players of all time.
That's right. That's right.
But okay.
So, yeah, I'm excited for the season to start.
Me too. I really am. I'm excited to see. Obviously, like I said, with these teams, we got to take these teams thing with a grain of salt because, like I said, you don't know how well each person's going to do just based on first impressions. But I'm excited to see how the season shakes up. The season begins on September 18th, and that is when you guys can watch me over on Twitch watching the episode. And then afterwards, I'll be live on YouTube to talk about the episode for half an hour or so. Just brief little recap. And then me and Matt will be back all season long to talk about the seasons.
Yep.
As well. Things that are coming up in the King Frick Fresh Entertainment world, or King Frick Fresh Entertainment Group world. Very first thing should be noted is, as you guys know, I'm live right now with Matt talking about Survivor. Diego and Tommy are just finished recording the Challenge podcast without me, the Challenge 40 podcast.
Which I got a lot of thoughts on that one too.
I'm sure you do. They just sent me a message while we were recording, and Tommy said, and I quote, "Eric, you shouldn't have left us alone to do this, or left us to do this alone." So I'm scared.
He's probably right.
I am completely scared. But that episode will be up tonight. They already put it in the drafts. So I'm excited to see I'm excited to listen to that actually.
Yeah, me too. Without
me there, it's
without adult supervision.
I'm younger than both of those guys, so
doesn't mean anything.
Without my shut ups, who's gonna be?
Yeah, who knows what it's gonna be?
Me and Tommy will be back tomorrow to discuss Big Brother 26.
How long are Big Brother seasons? They seem to go on forever.
This one is only 90 days. Last season's was 100 days.
Okay.
And I stopped at around the final 7 because it was getting just too painful. I commend the guy on the RHAP podcast who does the daily live feed updates because he did one every single day for that season. And that's 100 days, and that's just insane.
That is tough.
And that one started in August. This one started in July, like mid-July. Normally they start in like end of June, and they end what usually happened was the season finale was on the day of the Survivor premiere. So it was
Okay.
like considered the reality TV Super Bowl because it was 3 hours of reality TV. It was the hour and a half premiere of Survivor and then the hour and a half finale of Big Brother.
Okay.
So, but
Interesting.
yeah, so that one, it should be ending relatively soon. They're at the final 9. So I would assume it's going to end within October.
How many do they start with?
16.
Okay. And so they've been on a while and they only got rid of 7 people so far, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's that. I am also excited to announce that Traders Canada is coming back for season 2, and I'll be doing that podcast solo where I'll be watching it and doing my notes and then posting my notes on doing like a live note formatting thing where I'm just talking about the episode while the episode plays. So you can check that out in the near future as Traders Canada comes to town September 23rd. So there's that, as well as I watched my Detroit Lions win yesterday over on my TikTok, which people can go check out.
Yeah, that was a tough game. I was watching it last night.
I got scared that they were going to be back to their old ways where they blow leads.
Yeah, I mean, it was I think with them having the ball at the end of the game and getting the ball to start overtime, I think the Rams were they just ran it right down them because the Rams were spent. So it was a really nice job by the Lions to just take advantage of that and run it down their throats and get the victory.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as crazy as my Bears yesterday, but
didn't they not score a touchdown?
Not on offense, they didn't.
Okay.
They scored, they blocked a punt for a touchdown and they had an interception for a touchdown.
Okay. Hey, defense looks good then, at least.
Defense and special teams were nice. Offense, not great. Offensive line struggled. But first game, got a W and we move on.
Yeah. And I mean, that Caleb Williams guy, he's a rookie, so he could be good, could be bad. But yeah, so that's what's coming up down the pike for the King Frick Fresh Entertainment Group. As always, Matt, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always. Excited for another season of our favorite
of the Survivor Bros. As me and Matt are the labeled Survivor Bros, as we will be talking all season long about Survivor. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait.
And then, as always, people, you can check out the audio version of this podcast. This will probably be up on Wednesday, but for now, they will be staying up on the YouTube channel, so you can watch us talk about it instead of listening to us in just audio version. Okay, Matt, thank you. Audience, thank you. And we out. There's an end stream button, ending stream.